Where's my knife? Oh no! What's happened here? Let's give it a go. Why is this one not working now? I fixed one, the other one stopped fucking working. Well, it looks like that's coming out now as well. I give up. I have to give up. You fix one thing, another's contracted a power steering leak, which I'll show you in a minute. And we're going to be trying to fix that today, as well as just checking everything else under the engine bay, make sure everything's all good. This latch was seized up, and turns out one of the springs was just stretched and broken. So I managed to take that latch out and I put a new spring in it, and we're all good. And now that latch has decided to seize up the minute I've changed that one. Literally, I did this last night, and that latch has now decided to pack up. So I need to take that out, fix this power steering and that latch mainly today. So cool, let's get into it. This bottom piece is a bit rusty. I need to take this off to access the power steering lines. Some of them, that's just the cooler side of it, I guess. So we need to take off all of these, but you can see, fine nudge under here, it's a bit damp. And so it's all sort of gone on the side of the car there. There's something, I don't actually know what that is. We're definitely gonna snap some bolts here, but probably shouldn't use one of these, but I can't even get on that one, that's depressing. There we go, first one snapped. That's just how we expected it today. Let's try another one, let's see what happens. They will be a little bit less gung-ho, but they're all gonna break anyway, because they are all super rusted. They have been sprayed up prior. That's gonna break. Yep, wait for it, and oh wait, no it's not. There we go. Maybe the key to success is not just gung-ho with a fucking impact driver, who would have guessed. And this is what you get when you buy one of the cheapest Supras in the world. In the UK. So we got the under tray off, and as you can see, it's a little bit holy. The old Bible bashers have been round and converted the old Supra. But, oh God, that's probably not looking too fancy either. But we do need to obviously take a lot of this stuff off. But let's actually have a look at what we were planning on looking at, which is the power steering. So as we can see, so the leak is coming from up here, rather wet on the old driver side, and I think basically what's happening is where my finger is, obviously this is the bolt that comes out. It's obviously a banjo style bolt, comes into a hard line and then goes into a rubber line and runs all the way along and goes into another hard line there. And so that's how that works. This bit over here is fine. It's this, literally just where my finger is. If I can try and zoom in, a bit awkward, but where my finger is, just here, there's a rubber sheathing on the hard line, and I think what's happened is water's been sitting underneath and just corroded it, and eventually it's just failed and rotted out, and it's starting to now weep. So I'm going to try and take this pipe off. Well, take the pipe off and possibly, for the time being, shorten this pipe just to a point that's like cut it down, deburr it stuff, shorten it to a point that is good and not rust. Rejoin it, put the pipe back on and re-bleed it and whatnot, and then we'll go from there. So that's the plan. This just comes off. Right. So now we'll take that off. Right, we've got one of the pipes off, and now we've got to take the other pipe off. We need to unbolt the bastard. I'll be back in un momento. So we're back, and we went to go get some spanners. I've got 4 because I couldn't really see what bolt size it was. So we basically took a guess. I think it's going to be a 17. Just that's what it looks like. And then we're going to see if I'm right. Turns out I was wrong. Wait a minute. What? The 17 didn't fail. Wait a minute. Turns out I was right, I was just being stupid. I didn't turn the spanner over. So it was a 17. That's good news. Holy shitballs. That is tight. I need to go the other way. That's the problem. There's not enough space. There's enough room there to go the other way, which is really annoying. How the hell am I going to do this? Mate, who designed this? Bloody Toyota. The bastards. You can't get on. Well, turns out I'm a wuss, so we're gonna go get another tool. And we're back with a brand new wrap. we're back with a ratchet, and I'm basically hoping I can get it off with the ratchet. It's going to be slightly longer than the spanner I had, so I've got a little bit more torque. It'd probably help if I had the ratchet clipped the right way, but if I can't, oh bloody hell, that's on there. That's fucking on there. I got it. I'll be honest, it was a bit of an unorthodox way of doing it, but we got it. So let's have a look at this. Let's take this out again. Let's go into the back of the garage. Obviously, you can't get between the two because this hunk of junk is sat here. So we also haven't organised any of the garage in the back for quite some time. So there's just shit everywhere. Let's put you on the floor. So let's move all of this. So this was the spring that went on the hood latch. It basically was slightly, it was a bit more extended than that. It was stretched out, so, and it wasn't retracting properly. Maybe because all this was a bit rusty as well. And I gave it a little bit of a tug and it kind of just broke. So replace that, and that's all good. Now I need to sort the other one out, so we will do that at some point. Let's clear all of this stuff off. And now we have, I've got a workbench. So, do have a blade here. There's one I prepared earlier. Oh, let's open this up. Oh yeah, that's yep, that'll be the culprit. There's a little crack there. Yeah. Camera probably isn't going to pick this up very well. I'll be honest. I'm probably going to have to cut the rest of this sheathing off actually, because I'm going to have to connect the new pipe up here. The rubber pipe up here. This is a danger. Don't do this. Use a genuine blade holder to hold your blades, because you could cut yourself. And you would think I would learn my lesson, because I've definitely not done it before, but I have done it before, and I still end up doing the same thing. But let's give this a little bit of a wipe down. Yeah, so we're going to cut here just on that bend. Obviously it's a rubber pipe that's coming off of it. I might have to get a new section of rubber pipe just to run it, because it will need to be a little bit longer. It might bend round, it might have enough length on it to go, instead of just to go to there, to go up to here, but who knows, we will find out. So I didn't realise I didn't click record for me cutting it, but so I just cut it to that. That is the other side. You can see how bad it was. I think there was a little pinhole in it, and obviously it's under pressure, so it was just constantly just leaking fluid out. I assume that's what the problem was. If I've done all this and find out that that's not actually what was wrong with it, then I'm going to be quite upset. It's easier if I do this. That'll wipe down. Cool. Right. So ideally in this situation, you should be replacing this crush washer. Annoyingly, I probably don't have a crush washer big enough to fit on both. So I'm hoping that basically we put it back in and it doesn't leak. If it does, then I'll just have to order some crush washers, and that'll be the end of me trying to repair this. So, oh, I think it's raining. Oh, fantastic. Is it raining? Possibly. I don't know what the neighbours are doing, but he has a Subaru. Oh, weird angles. Oh, here we go. Don't know what's with the fucking sound effects. I'm 12 years old, but right, this is the old pit. Let's get on down, nice and gracefully. Oh dear, not graceful. Where's my torch? I found it. There it is. I know I left it over here somewhere. As you can see, my lack of ability, because I'm short. Not exactly gifted in the old height department. But right, let's get this back on. So we'll take this under here. Turn that on. Bosh, there we go. So now we're just draining the rest of the power steering out of this line before I pull this off, and then I'm going to get a new bit of rubber pipe, and that will, I hope that doesn't fall off. Come on. This is honestly really awkward to do. I'm trying to spill the ambi torch is dying. Here we go. Almost there. Lovely. Right, so Yokohama pipe. I'll be honest, we should have a pipe that is reasonable enough to do the job we need it to do. Right, so we've got an abundance of pipes, but none of them are exactly the right size. So this might not work. There we go. Is this gonna work? That's fantastic. My torch just died. How bloody wonderful. You know what? We do have a pipe. It's a 3/8 hose. It slides over. I had this one as well, which was a 1/2 inch. I think that would have been too big. And then this is the original pipe, but it doesn't have a measurement on it, so I couldn't just had to guess. So I'm gonna go get a torch and then we'll be right back. So I'm gonna got a new torch. That wasn't dead. It's almost dead though, so it's gonna be great. Where's my knife? Oh no! I knew I'd do it. I spilled. I knocked over the drain thing. Now I've got power steering fluid. I knew I'd do it. I knew it. We're gonna cut that roughly there. Get that out of the way. That should be long enough. Quick measurement. That's actually probably, that's very lucky, probably the perfect amount. I cut that down at. So just got to get the pipe on properly. And then once we've got it all the way on. So we've done the pipe. We've refilled the reservoir. I'm going to fire it up now and try and bleed it, and we'll see if we get any more leaks or anything like that, and we'll go from there. Yeah, that's good. In the middle of that video we had a little delivery, which you can see. We now have the DJI mic mini, so it's kind of like a first sort of test for this. So come with a little charging case and another mic with a little floof on it. I had to buy an adapter because I'm poor and I'm running the old phone, so I had to buy an adapter, which, because this is the Type C which comes with it. My phone is not Type C, mine is still Lightning, so I had to buy an adapter for it as well. But yeah, we were in the middle of doing bleeding the system, but we did end up bleeding it, so there is still a little bit of a whine, and I think what I need to do is I need to actually back flush the reservoir. It's got like a filter in it, so you basically take the pipes off and you force fluid the other way, and you just get a load of crap that comes out of it. So I'm not going to try and do that today, but what you saw was me turning the wheel side to side. You go full lock with the reservoir cap open, which basically you're just circulating the fluid and it should push the air out of the system. It's pretty much almost there, but like I say, it's still got a little bit of a whine, which might be to do with the back flushing thing. So yeah, low pressure side pipe has been replaced. I've taken it for a drive and everything seems pretty good. It seems to work absolutely fine. So yeah, I mean, next thing we're going to do is do a gearbox oil change, because it definitely needs it, because it's a bit hesitant on gear changes sometimes. So we're going to see if a gearbox oil change will fix that.